Hey everybody, welcome back. It's patch 7.23, and this time I want to show you a build for Tiger Stance Udyr, Lethality movement speed with phase rush. The point of this build is to have high burst damage, make it very easy to catch people and stick to them. I noticed this master rank Udyr main using phase rush, although he builds Titanic Stair Axe, but that's where I got the idea to try phase rush because apparently it could be good. As always on Tiger Stance, we're going to be starting with the machete, but this time we're going to be building a refillable potion, so we're not going to have the Tiamat for the faster clear speed, but we're not going to be focused on farming anyways, we're going to be focused on ganks. You want to rush the warrior to get that 60 attack damage. Also in the early game, you can pick up a poacher's knife and start getting those early stacks, so you don't need to buy the serrated dirk. And then while you're farming your poacher's knife, you can decide which lethality item you want, you can build the other components, you can upgrade your boots if you still haven't finished your poacher's knife, and then finish your lethality item. Then, third item, you always want to get this black cleaver. This percent armor pen synergizes with the flat pen from your lethality item. It also gives you more movement speed and maximum CDR if you chose Yomu's or Duskblade. In the late game, choose defensive items based on the enemy team comp. If the enemy team is heavy magic damage and you chose the Edge of Night, you'll only have 30% CDR, so you can build a Spirit Visage to put you at maximum CDR. Other than that, Zeraut Portal is a good buy because it gives you movement speed near towers, which increases your damage. For this build, our keystone is going to be Phase Rush. It's very helpful for sticking to people, but only if you utilize it by inputting a movement command between each and every attack in combat. But since this lethality build has no attack speed, it's not too hard to do with this build. For the next rune, you could take Nullifying Orb if you are against an AP jungler, otherwise Mana Flow Band is very helpful when you don't have blue buff. Celerity gives us more movement speed, and it also gives us attack damage that scales with our bonus movement speed. All of our movement speed from Bear Stance, our passive stacks, runes, Chilling Smite, Black Cleaver passive, Yomu's, Zeraut Portal, etc. All of these movement speed sources will also increase our attack damage. Then Water Walking gives us attack damage, and movement speed, which gives us more attack damage whenever we're in river. So if you're running between ganks, you can get there faster, and if you're taking objectives or fighting in river, you'll have more AD. Cheap Shot helps increase our burst damage, and Relentless Hunter gives out of combat movement speed, so it won't increase our AD in combat, but it's still helpful for running all over the map looking for picks. So one of these games I chose Duskblade, and one of them I chose Edge of Night. Level 1, double Tiger proc, then attack 7 times before activating the next Tiger Stance. Level 2, take Turtle Stance, and I activated that immediately to keep my passive stack from Tiger Stance. Attack the small wolves 3 times each. Keep your passive stacked up between camps. And all you have to do is attack 4 times in each stance, Tiger and Turtle. You don't even need to use Smite or a health potion and will be almost full health. Top or mid lane. Looks like the easier option is top lane. So let's start with Bear Stance and then try to move between every attack to stay in range, move the direction that he wants to go. And we get first blood for our top laner. So now let's run into the enemy jungle to see what we can find in here. There is the enemy jungler right there. He already took his blue buff. So let's just try to do a little bit of damage. We can definitely 1 versus 1 him. And there goes his flash. Leave a ward, and I stepped around the corner, and Maokai looked like he was going to keep walking in that direction, so I just waited for him to come, and Tiger Stance, Bear Stance, but I saw the squishy, low health Kane over there, so I flash on him, stun him, switch to Tiger Stance, and I smited Gromp just to be safe for the health. And let's try to get this Maokai, but he still has his flash, so he's going to get away. Just steal Gromp on the way out, grab Scuttle, and try for a gank in mid lane now. Run a long way around the back. Our flash is not up, so we got to take a long route. We got to flank him. I don't know what happened to Talon, but that's unfortunate for him. But we get the Heimerdinger flash, so maybe we can get him next time. Let's grab this other Scuttle, and let's just kill these last 2 camps in this area and then recall, because that's enough money to grab Poacher's Dirk, Basic Boots, and Stalker's Blade. So now we need to invade the enemy jungle to steal large monsters to get those stacks. And it was changed recently, so it doesn't have a cooldown anymore. So you can kill an entire quadrant of the jungle and get like 3 stacks immediately, instead of waiting for a minute between every stack. But it used to be 3 stacks and now it's 4. I think it's a buff though. So let's try again for Heimerdinger. Attack him as much as possible. And then Talon, is he gonna get him? And we got an assist. Quickly heal up from this fruit and try for a gank in bot lane now. Try to burst down the squishy Ashe. But they exhaust me and the enemy jungler shows up, so let's run away. Let's grab this blue buff. We're 2 levels above the enemy jungler. Here it comes to steal my blue buff. A little bit too slow. So I attack him once in bear stance, switch to tiger stance, attack 4 times while running in the direction he wants to go, and that's that. So let's put our control ward in Dragon Pit now, and we don't have very much health, but we're going to have enough healing from Turtle Stance to be able to solo this pretty easily. And we're going to end up with more health than what we started with. I'm going to sneak into the enemy jungle to try to get another stack on my Poacher's Dirk. Just grab this Raptor, move into the bush to make sure the enemy's not coming because I don't have very much health. Don't want to get bursted down real quick. Enemy red buff is up also, so we can get another stack right here. Pull the red buff into the bush. And the enemy Ashe and Jhin are in bot lane. I'm just going to take a direct route through tower, try to stun the Jhin. He flashes, switch your focus to Ashe. The reason I flashed over the Ashe W was because I didn't know if she was going to ult or not. I just saw her doing the animation. I just saw her stand still like she was going to shoot something at me, so I flashed. Let's go ahead and a recall. That's going to be enough to finish Warrior. And one more longsword. It's 10 minutes, Rift Herald just spawned. Let's go take this new control ward, put it in Rift Herald pit, and solo this Rift Herald very quickly. Then we're going to try for a kill in top lane. I could use Rift Herald to dive tower. Let's just wear him down slowly. He's kind of trapped. I'm going to go ahead and activate Rift. He's got nowhere to run. He activates ult. I'm going to step out of aggro. And now we can try that again. He's out of mana now. Tiger stance, and he's dead. So let's push down this tower. Grab a few minions. Took 1 level in Phoenix stance now, so we can have a little bit faster wave clear. Let's just steal 1 more camp from the enemy jungle to get our serrated Dirk. Then let's go ahead and recall and upgrade that immediately to Duskblade and pick up 1 more longsword. Grab blue. Let's run down towards bot lane. Got a low health Jhin, but then Vayne just gets a triple kill. So let's just push down this tower as a team. Just kill these Krugs. Enemy red buff is about to spawn, but the ADC and support are down in bot lane. Looks like they're still farming, so I just went for the red buff. And I was gonna try for a kill on these guys, but it looks like it is warded. So let's go grab that Mountain Drake. Now I was waiting to see if I could flash over the wall on somebody that gets too close and burst him down in 1 combo. But then I decided to wait in the bush to see if somebody would face check. Let's see how much damage 1 Tiger Stance hit does. You're bleeding, bro. And you're dead. Talon's going deep on bot lane. I'm going to flash stun onto Jhin, switch to Tiger Stance, smite, and he's dead. Just takes 1 stun. Let's grab this tower. And let's keep pushing, see if we can get another one. Ashe and Kayn show up, so we're not going to get this inhib right now. But Kayn chases a little bit too far. We just burst him down. So let's go spend all our money. Pick up a Phage, grab our Oracle Alteration, and based on the enemy team comp, I want Merc Treads. So I'm going to grab that and 1 more Ruby Crystal. Then grab red and look for a kill. We get the Jin's flash. This inhib is still exposed though. I'm going to run down here while the enemies are all in mid lane and top lane. We got just Ashe to worry about, but that's the support, so we should be fine. Get that inhib, ping on the way to mid lane. Talon's going to come with me, and we're going to sneak in behind these guys. First down the low health Heimerdinger first, and then we're just going to stun this Maokai. I'm going to keep running towards the Jhin. And he doesn't have flash now because we just got it, so I'm just going to chase this guy, get 1 stun on him. And he's dead. And then Kayn shows up. He's low health too, so I'm just going to keep chasing these guys through towers. It would just take 1 hit to kill this guy. Be quiet, guys. 1 hit, you're bleeding, bro. But guys, with that, the enemies are about to surrender, so let's move on to game number 2. So for this game, we're on blue team, and whenever I'm on blue side, I always try to steal the enemy red buff at level 2. First, let's level up our total stance, activate it immediately for the passive stack, and keep alternating spells to keep our passive stacks. Start the invade by warding the raptor bush so you can see when the enemy jungler is going to show up. And if the enemy jungler doesn't show up, then you can just kill this red buff without using smite. Then you can use smite to kill the raptors. Just smite the large raptor, attack it twice, and it'll be dead with Tiger Stance. And then you just have to kill 3 of the small raptors to get your level 3 bear stance. If the enemy jungler shows up, you can try to kill them when they face check the bush. Now that we got our level 3 bear stance, let's try to gank either mid or top lane. Mid lane is not going to be an option. Talia is not pushed enough, so let's run up to top lane. There's the enemy jungler. Just walked past my ward, and he's only about 300 health. But let's try to get the Skarner first. Chased Skarner, got his flash, and we saw the Twist of Fate run towards Krugs. So let's run over there and activate our spells to get our passive stacks up before running around the corner. Start with 1 stun and then 1 Tiger Stance and smite the large Krug, and we also get his flash. But then he comes back into range. I still have my flash, stun him, attack him once more, and he's dead. Enemy top lane is on the way over here, so let's just stun him, attack him in Tiger Stance. He gets a little bit stuck in the Krugs, gives Maokai enough time to flash, root him. I follow it up with another Bear Stance, and we get another kill. So let's finish off the Krugs, grab Scuttle, Romp, and Wolves, and keep moving down through the jungle. Mid lane might need some help real quick. Okay, we chased him away. And now our next potential target could be bot lane. They have Scuttle, so let's run this way through Tribush instead of jumping over the wall. And I'm going to focus the Fiddlesticks first, because if I attack Xayah, she could go invulnerable. They use Flash and Exhaust, but we're still going to have enough movement speed with our Phase Rush to just attack Fiddlesticks while running side by side. And enemy jungler shows up. I try to danger ping. I don't know if our ADC realized that Twist of Fate was there, but that's a dead ADC. Now I have just enough mana and health to kill these Krugs before going back to base. But I also want to leave a ward at this red buff before I recall to make sure it doesn't get stolen. 6 minutes, 2600 gold, that's going to be warrior enchantment and basic boots. Big power spike. We are extremely powerful right now, so we want to be aggressive and go for a kill. So bot lane asks for help. I say yep, I'll be back in 1 minute, so that gives me enough time to grab double buffs, get blue, get red, jump over the wall, and sprint towards bot lane. Again, gonna attack the less mobile one first, the Fiddlesticks. So we stun him, and smite him to finish him off, and then stun the ADC. Tiger Stance does a lot of damage with all that AD from Warrior now, and we get another kill. So let's finish off these minions, and head over to Dragon. We don't have smite, but fortunately our Janna does. Let's just use this plant to check the enemy jungle. There's the enemy jungler killing Romp, so I was just going to flash on him and delete him, but his teammates were in the perfect spot to just delete me. So let's grab a poacher's knife, and looking at the enemy team, I'm thinking I'm going to be building Edge of Night this game for the Veil. So let's grab a pickaxe right now, and we can eventually upgrade that into Edge of Night. Run back up to top lane to try to get another kill. Bear Stance, Tiger Stance, try to attack 4 times in Tiger Stance if possible, but this time he had flash. I really wanted that kill though. Just needed 1 more Tiger Stance on him and he would be dead. You're bleeding, bro? But let's stop messing around now. Let's try to get our poacher stacks. So let's just run in here, smite the large raptor. There's 1 stack. Let's run up to Krugs, kill the large Krug, and run away. That's 2 stacks down, 2 stacks to go. So I left a control ward in Rift Herald Pit. We can do that really soon, but for now our mid laner just got a kill, so let's run over there and help him push. This tower doesn't have very much health left, so we can probably just get this tower. And Skarner's pushing top lane really hard, so he's trying to trade towers, so I'm going to sprint over there, try to save the tower, get kited a little bit. My pathing was bad, and I cancelled an auto when I switched to Tiger Stance, so if I didn't do that stuff, I might have been able to save the tower. But we got a kill. Let's grab this blue buff and then we can easily kill Rift Herald. We already have the control ward in pit. If you have blue buff, you want to attack 4 times in each stance, but if you don't have blue buff, if you're trying to save mana, attack 7 times in Tiger Stance and 4 times in Turtle Stance. So we got that Rift Herald. Now let's run up the top lane, try to save our Maokai, We got another catch on Skarner, and that's going to be tower number 1 for top lane. Then while the minions are running towards the next tower, let's just run down to Krugs really quick, grab that poacher stack. We got one more to go. Now let's try to get the second tower. We did a lot of damage, but all the enemies show up, so I ran away. I don't know why Maokai stayed, but he's not going to make it out of that one. So let's go spend this 2600. I don't want to upgrade to my lethality item yet, because then I'd be wasting all this time on the poacher's dirk. So let's start building Black Cleaver. I built Merc Treads, Phage, and Kindle Gem. And preferably, I would like to recall as soon as I can finish a big item. So I don't want to get into too many big fights before getting rid of all these small components I have. It would be better if I wait for a power spike. For now, let's just grab another dragon, and let's try to get this last poacher stack in the enemy jungle. Gromp spawning, so that's going to be a serrated dirk. Enemy bot lane's pushing, our top lane's teleporting down, so let's run in here and stun somebody. I decided to flash stun the Twisted Fate before he could gold card me, and my teammates came in and did all the damage we needed. So now let's push bot as a group. This is a perfect time to activate Rift Herald. We can definitely get the first tower and probably a second tower because we just got 3 kills. Leave a ward in the enemy jungle to make sure we're not being flanked. I was going to try to chase this Twisted Fate using Smite, but as soon as I saw the Fiddlesticks, I decided against it. Let's just recall and finish that lethality item. Oracle Alteration, Edge of Night complete, and we'll have enough leftover money to grab 1 cloth armor. Blue's about to spawn. I was just running in here to check the enemy red buff, and then the Talia showed up out of nowhere, but then she disappeared. Let's grab this red, and this top tower is only a couple hits away from death, so let's just run in here and finish this off. They also wasted teleport, interesting. Let's just keep farming Krugs and Raptors, and I'm keeping an eye in the enemy jungle because the Fiddlesticks and Twisted Fate are acting like they're trying to flank us. So I'm just making sure that we're not getting flanked. And then they chased me away, so I decided to just join my teammates, and Maokai ults down the mid lane. They have nowhere to run. Low health Twisted Fate gets caught, and I just dive on him and run away before I get bursted down because I'm pretty squishy. And then now I'm just going to run in behind these guys, activate Oracle to make sure this bush isn't warded, and before I run in, I'm going to activate Veil for the spell shield. So Leah gets caught. There's one more person over here. We have a Veil, so let's just stun this guy, Tiger Stance, and jump out of tower aggro. And we finish off another tower. So now let's finish off this Black Cleaver. And looking at the scoreboard, I want a little bit of armor, a little bit of magic resist. So I'm going to be building Zizarot Portal next. Let's start with the Raptor Cloak. More movement speed equals more AD. And let's just grab red and go for another kill in bot lane. So again, before Seppian Vision, activate the Veil. Fiddlesticks tries to fear me, doesn't work. I get 2 stuns, burst down the Fiddlesticks, and the ADC. I still have flash up, so I was trying to catch up this Twisted Fate. But there goes Twisted Fate's flash. If anybody gets close enough, I just have to get 1 stun and they'll be dead. I flashed kind of early. That's okay. She doesn't have flash, so let's just burst her down. So I just decided to run down towards Dragon, which is probably not the best. I probably should have just stayed with my teammates. But it didn't take very long to kill Dragon. Let's run back in here. Activate Veil. Skarner flashes in, uses ult. We catch up to the squishy Xayah. Get this first inhib. Then I'm going to run over to mid lane to try to get the second inhib. Just going to keep attacking the inhibitor. My teammates are all fighting, diving Nexus. Interesting. Try to ping my teammates back because we're outnumbered. And then I saw a situation where I was isolated away from the enemies, so I decided to turn on Skarner. Activated Veil and burst him down. And I wanted to try to get 1 more kill before they got me, so I got the Fiddlesticks also. It was worth it, guys. So now, looking at the scoreboard, I still don't have a high preference for armor or magic resist, so let's just grab a Giant's Belt. We're going to want more armor later, so we can build the Giant's Belt now to help us against magic and physical. And later we can get either Randuin's or Deadman's Plate. Okay, Maokai's waiting for me to come help kill this Skarner. So let's run in here, activate Veil, 1 stun, and that's pretty much all it takes. So ping Baron. Start attacking Baron. Teammates are on the way. I don't have Smite, so that was another unnecessary risk. But I really don't expect the enemies to contest when the minions are pushing into their base. And now, let's run up to top lane, which is the last lane with the inhib still up. And let's just start killing minions. Ooh, Skarner ultimated tower when I wasn't looking, but I guess we're a little bit tankier than he expected. His teammates all show up, so I decided against trying to engage on these guys under tower. It's going to be difficult, so I thought I would have a better chance of helping my team if I just went to split push mid or bot lane, get these minions all buffed up with Baron buff. So here, Fiddlesticks and Xayah chase me. They're trying to protect Nexus. Meanwhile, my teammates get a kill on Twisted Fate. So I'm just going to keep pushing down here, and we can slowly overwhelm these guys. Buff these minions. And now I'm just going to run in at this Fiddlesticks, buff the other minions on the way in, and I'm going to smite Fiddlesticks and just try to chase him down. Takes 1 stun. Switch to Tiger Stance. And he heals just in time to protect himself from the burn damage, so that was a pretty nice heal. Saved his life. So for this next fight here, just going to activate Veil. Fiddlesticks ults in. I'm just going to flash onto this Skarner, try to burst him down, try to run away, try to make our escape. But the enemy Twisted Fate's actually down here, cuts me off, and kills me. Guys, that's going to be the end of this video, so thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video, or if you would like to see more videos like this one. Please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys again next time.